Breaking Gulf News. Fayetteville, Arkansas, Internal Security Forces /ISF fired tear gas and water cannon to disperse civil society demonstrators on Thursday as throngs tried to enter Beirut's Nijmeh Square where Parliament is located. According to the Red Cross, 35 people were taken to hospitals after they suffered suffocation injuries, while scores were arrested. These latest clashes, the most violent to date, pitted used Tink and other groups to the ISF over the country's ongoing garbage crisis that is about to enter its fourth month. Meanwhile, and in a surprise revelation in various media sources that was still awaiting an official confirmation, Defense Minister Samir Maqbal apparently settled on Colonel Maroun al-Kobayadai to become the new commander of the Army's Commando Maguire Regiment. If confirmed, this appointment would mean that Brigadier General Kamal Rakos, the incumbent and a son-in-law of Free Patriotic Movement /FPM leader, General Michel Aoun, would retire on October 15 as scheduled. That route essentially terminated his chances of becoming Army commander. Foreign Minister and FPM Chief Gebran Basil, another Aoun son-in-law, was livid at this news and insisted that military and security appointments must occur under the law, which meant decreed by the entire cabinet in the absence of a president. Basil criticized Maqbal and the current army commander, General Jean Kawaji, over alleged violations, although Maqbal's decree, if accurate, would be within his legal prerogatives. Unjust decisions using particularly offensive language, Basil lambasted Kawaji during an interview on the LBCI television network, blaming the commander for taking unjust decisions against some army brigadier generals. He slammed Maqbal for committing violations in the file of appointments and usurping the role of the cabinet, though it was clear that no accord could be reached at the National Dialogue session nor, earlier, in the cabinet. In fact, Basil's theatrical assaults on Prime Minister Tamam Salam in early July 2015 seemed to have backfired, although press reports hinted that the FPM was outmaneuvered by several parties, including the ministerial bloc loyal to former President Michel Suleiman, for the deadlock on military promotions. Suleiman never forgave Aoun for paralyzing the country after his term of office ended on May 24, 2014, and concluded that the FPM will have to be defeated along constitutional lines, which is what he seems to have done. The Kobayadai appointment, if confirmed, would mean that the Lebanese armed forces would be spared political mud. Within the parameters of military advancements, the colonel earned his promotion, which was a confirmation that the army was relatively intact. In fact, Kobayadai was a veteran of the Abra battles near Sidon in June 2013 and was wounded in the Nahr al-Baird confrontations in August 2007. He ranked above Rakos and was not the subject of any favoritism. Defeated, Basil vowed to resort to the street yet once again, as he touted the FPM Sunday, October 11 massive rally outside the presidential palace in Babda as an answer to detractors. The Minister of Foreign Affairs noted that the FPM aimed at reviving the scene of the struggle movement that we were raised on, although few of the protesters on Thursday near downtown Beirut hailed him or the FPM. On the contrary, many carried posters denigrating his performance when he presided over the Ministry of Energy and Water as Lebanon continued to suffer from massive electricity shortages despite the billions spent to upgrade power plants. Many were adamant that the ruling elite was oblivious to what people needed, with a few carrying signs that read, "Remove the garbage that has been accumulating outside our homes." Protesters demanded that Beirut quickly release necessary funds to municipalities, so that most can activate the waste sorting plants in various regions. Dejected, environmentalists feared that the procrastination would soon degenerate to the point where garbage as well as sewage will simply overflow into the sea from riverbeds as winter rains return. Many lamented that Lebanon's chronically divided political class was incapable to reach any kind of agreement over mundane concerns, as most were preoccupied with settling scores, pushing skewed agendas, seeking military promotions, and arguing over the identity of the next head of state, while the country slumbered into decay.